Climb the heart of the fire, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady do? How she remember she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the brother. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked. Let me explain.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
That's what it's back, though. Don't forget to get
their own 27-yard line.
Huh?
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm twerking right now.
2nd down. Here's Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
We keep playing on Madden.
Catch made here by Campbell. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another
Madden
1st down.
Another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think I'm about to play multiplayer.
Here's Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's built like 155.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's tremenda puta right there, bro. That's tremenda puta right there, bro.
From the gun is Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell,
did a
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
He's a spot of Satan.
They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, ball!
Get him. Down he goes. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing is easy.
Bro.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Here's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Wow, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Nah, Kimani's not online though.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on
you want to talk to
when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before,
he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up.
Okay.
He's trying to discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, everything's been going fine.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
I've seen some
A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
Oh, shit.
Timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Okay, then. All right.
2nd and 9.
Okay, no problem, then.
Okay, just give me a little bit.
You too.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
That's your ass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, you don't have to cook. You can watch it. It's no big deal.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect.
He fucking dropped the ball.
I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I want to try
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, sweet.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense is going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That's what we're doing? Hold on, bro.
3 yards on that last carry. 2nd and 7.
Hello?
Here's Eason to throw.
Yeah. What up, though?
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
As in
Good
what?
work by Eason that time, and it'll be a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence.
Oh, I mean,
and the running game, he's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Give him 5 on the carry there.
all right.
That's a really nice, tough run inside.
Well, I'm in a Madden game right now, so, I mean, can you give me like 10, 15 minutes? Can you give me like 10, 15 minutes?
When they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're
All right, well, that's not fucking 10, 15 minutes, Mia.
Damn.
God, why are you in a time constraint?
On 2nd down, they'll fire this deep for goal, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that
That was
type of speed.
Steezy's
You
trick.
do so. Send him deep. Try
Well,
to
not
throw some air
Steezy.
under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
I don't know, what's that nigga's name? Banana.
5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete to Jack
How did I
Doyle,
get
the
to
tight
survive,
end.
dude?
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there
no
and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
First and 10, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught at the 20.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past
Oh shit, my bad.
guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out soon.
Nigga, I downloaded my 2K.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away.
In fantasy. Oh, we play each other on the playoffs? Nigga, you lost to me in the regular season.
The end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
You ass. I lost a stoner. Because fucking Ezekiel Elliott wanted I have like fucking 1 yard.
Where the fuck is my knife going?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit.
No entiendo. No fucking entiendo.
They did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ah, Le'Veon Bell so slow.
What they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Le'Veon Bell is not in his prime anymore.
Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
No, your mother's a whore.
So after the run for
Wait a minute.
here's second and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flowing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them.
So that's Tumale?
To get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Dave Mia.
Here's Eason off the play fake. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the game in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again. Eason
work shit.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
Collegiate
And
stuff.
that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. And these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
9.5.
To throw on third down. Eason flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense.
Where y'all trying to go?
Well, we were trying to go to Famous Footwear, but they closed at 6. So then we decided, I don't know. So I definitely have to stop by Walmart.
And this is away. It's a high kick,
right.
and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
And then,
at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start
so then we figured since I got to go to Walmart and
hate to say that the
drive
in the first half must
the Five Below over there. Pick up some things like chocolate
They have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the
and then I found out that my Cash App card, I think was, I think my Cash App card
it doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now.
Right? And then when I tried to contact the merchant, it gives me like this bogus message. Like, so it can't be Google, but they already got me for like $11. But today it was declined because they tried to charge me $64, but I only had $9 in my Cash App, you know? I only keep money on there really for my nephew because I give my Cash App card to my nephew so he can have money, you know, for when whenever he needs it, you know, and then if he needs it, I just add more money. So I called him and I said, yo, do you have my Cash App card? He's like, yeah, I have it. I said, no, do you physically have it? I need you to make sure it's in your hand. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I said, okay, so it was definitely happening because it's showing California. But then when I contact Cash App, they send me a message talking about, from your payment history, we see that you may be inquiring about a recent payment that is pre-approved recurring subscription. I don't have a pre-approved recurring subscription for $63.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the
sideline. What kind of subscription would that be?
And this one will
they can't tell you?
No, well look, this is all that shows. And then when you click it, right? As like they're...
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount.
So when you go here, click on Google, click on them again, it shows 4 payments. These 2 were declined yesterday and today. But on October 3rd, they got me for $5.32, and then they got me on August 24th for $5.32.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball.
Weird, right? So what the hell are they charging me $64 for then?
With that throw, trying to get
not enough cash, not enough cash. Well, thank God I didn't have enough cash in there.
From the 29.
Who are you people? I mean, I know who Google is, but...
So, go to your... Do you have a Google account?
They go play action.
I have a Google account. I have a Gmail account.
Wow.
You know, that's Google.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, in your settings, there's a subscription tab. See what you have to, as your subscriptions.
In my Gmail?
Yeah, in your settings.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28, Jets, nothing.
There's nothing on there that says like subscriptions or automatic payments or
touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Manage your Google account. Let's see.
So how about I was able to top both of them had...
Oh shit! The first thing that came up says critical security issues found. Protect your account now. Take action.
Too many of these drives.
You should as well as holiday season. Well, for
sure gets a base in. He's on base. Brings jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm.
Oh, your saved passwords. Change 6 compromised passwords.
Keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
I'm not fucking.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short
of
the first down at the 29. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan.
What the hell is Tate?
You have to use the Jets.
Halftime report. Coach, second half, ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the rookie out of Wisconsin, this is Jonathan Taylor. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Play action, it's Eason. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
Today.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
Banana pudding.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Oh, get off of him.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
I killed your teammate, though, bitch.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Number 28, Jonathan.
Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yo, he's annoying, bro.
Yo, come on, bro.
Can he hear you?
And his pass
Can he hear you?
incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
This is hard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Eason. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really
Who's that? Darnold's not that tight.
Mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
Yeah, ready?
A really nice pick.
Cool.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got.
Yeah, I'm throwing the clock so that fucking
A gain of 1 yard.
goes faster.
And
So
the Jets
Also,
1st down.
Christina said black is her color. Just so you know. Well, I just asked
And as
her,
they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 14. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game.
All day today, you know what song I had in my head all day was the Here Comes Santa Claus. But it's with the girl from Pitch Perfect singing it. That's all I've had in my head.
Did she do one?
She did, but where was that?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oh, that's what it was. It was when the version with Snoop Dogg, remember?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit.
I'm tired of this shit, man.
That's for darn
He's
sure.
stupid. That nigga already starting his own boxing league.
And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
He's stupid as fuck.
She wrote something on Twitter.
The Indy offense.
Yeah, because she saw what fucking Dre's wife is getting. This bitch is getting, what, $2 million a month? Fucking ridiculous. I said, I don't even think the fucking Amazon wife got that. No, but I think she got more company money than
she got direct money. Billions. Settlement and agreement. So up front, she got like fucking, I don't know, 4 or 5 billion because of the company.
2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team.
He's funny as fuck.
He said, "Say one more, it's tripping."
Slap it! You ever saw that one?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on again.
Who's happy about this? Mama! Fantasy guys, right? They're the ones to tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 1 yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
So, yo, you ever saw that Keanu Reeves movie?
He takes care of the ball.
The 2 girls
So they'll keep handing it to him.
trying to fuck him up.
Still make things go into making a good play on defense. Just not being blown out of the way.
Talking about the fucking...
And then a nice tackle to finish things
Come on, man, get off.
They'll go for it with now.
Oye,
I'm not sure he got
Keanu Reeves movie, 2 girls.
te voy a dar.
Asked for help, whatever, at first, and they ended up being 2 psycho bitches.
time remaining, and the Colts
Crazy as hell, they fucked his life up for like 3 days.
position. So first and
You never seen that movie? That shit's on Netflix, bro.
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18.
I love that part.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Fuck is
I'm
in
talking about
my
when he has the dog, right?
Now to start their
He
next
has a
drive.
dog in the house.
They were coming off the
And they
extra
killed the dog?
rest,
No,
but
they
this
take the
started
dog.
sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
Take the dog.
in this
Yeah, they
fourth
take it at the
quarter.
end.
And he gets this
They
to the
buried him
35.
and just left his head out in the dirt like this. And he's tied up. They buried him tied up and just left his head like this.
Second and 5.
Yep.
35-yard
Again, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
at the 32.
Knock, knock.
Oh, no. We're talking about something else.
What's this nigga eating? You eat a fucking carrot?